And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the level 68 dancer quest in Final Fantasy XIV. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So we are here in Gridania, in New Gridania at 10:11, and we need to talk to Nashmira. The quest is called High Steppin' in the Holy Stee. Nashmira is smiling at you expectantly. So, Mithrie, your timing is impeccable. I just received word from Ishgard. The powers that be have decided to welcome Group Falcium with open arms. Fortunately, there are no rumors to suggest that the Totenaz has already struck in the city or any surrounding regions in Corvus. And yeah, word has it that some of the less privileged residents of the city have grown increasingly vocal of late. Not entirely unlike what we have witnessed in Ordar. We must be vigilant. And so I would like to ask you and Rana to make for the Holy See as soon as you are able. I would join you, but I fear that my wounds are not healing as quickly as I had hoped. I would only slow you down. Leave it to us, Mistress Nashmira. No matter what shadows plague the people's hearts, there'll be no match for your two favourite proteges. Come, Mithrie, Ishgard awaits us. Which way was it again? Alright. So, let's catch up with Rana in Ishgard. Okay, so we caught up with Rana. Why my arms and legs feel like they're going to freeze and snap off like icicles. How can you even bear this, Mithrie? I'm used to it. I suppose adventurers like you get to experience all sorts of climbs in your travels. Perhaps with time, I'll get used to it too. Anyhow, our first order of business is to pay our respects to our hosts. I've been told that one Sir Handaloop awaits us at a place called the Congregation. I take it you know the way? Alright. Let's go. Okay, so we caught up with Handaloop. So, well met, Mithrie. It is always a pleasure to welcome you back to Ishgard. Though I must say, I did not expect to see you return to us as a member of a travelling dance troupe. Just wait until you see her on stage. She is a sight to behold. Oh, but forgive me. My name is Rana Migo, and I thank you for opening the gates for our fair city on Troop Falcium. The pleasure is ours. I must confess, I found the report from our friends at the Twinado regarding this dance of the damned somewhat difficult to believe. But if even a great hero like Mithrie here would come all the way here for this purpose, I would be a fool to dismiss the threat. And yeah, I have questions. The instructions from your mistress Nashmira called for rounding up prominent members of the commoner class and seating them front and center at your performance. I did not object, of course, but whatever purpose is this meant to serve? The Totenaz is a plague that spreads from one man's heart to the next, and those whose hearts weigh heaviest with anger, fear, and unease are often the first to fall prey to its clutches. If we can assemble influential members of the community and free their hearts from shadow before disaster strikes, these men and women could in turn raise the spirits of their peers. Mrs. Nashmira believes that this is our best hope for curtailing the spread of the Totenaz. Where the leaders go, so others will follow. I suppose it is a logical course of action as any. Very well. I have already identified suitable personages and extended to them an invitation to your performance. The venue will be before the gates of Judgment. We believe this location would be most accessible to those who live outside the city walls. Thank you kindly, my good sir. Well then, Mithrie, we'd best get on our way. We don't want to keep our audience waiting out there in the freezing cold, do we? Oh, why did I remind myself about the cold? Brr. Brr. Okay, so now let's go to the Gates of Judgment and see what we need to do. Okay, we caught up with Ron at the Gates of Judgment. So talk about an opposing audience. Now let's give them a show to remember. Oh, and Mithrie, let's keep the purpose of a performance to ourselves, alright? We don't want to cause a panic, after all. We can draw out and dispel the darkness before the Totenaz strikes. Our task will be much the easier. And besides, we want our audience to enjoy the show, don't we? I must admit, I'm a bit nervous, but I know we'll be fine if we trust in each other. Alright, here goes nothing. Watch closely and follow my lead. So, ladies and gentlemen, fair citizens of the Holy See, hailing from distant Radzahan in the east, we are Troop Falcium. Today we dance for you the Kregstan, an ancient art passed down from us from the days of yore. Though the Kregstan was born on the battlefield, it is a dance that brings healing and succor. Your people suffered for too long the horrors of the Dragonsong War. Our performers fill your hearts with hope and heal any scars that may still linger. And now, without further ado, let the show begin. Oh, that Final Fantasy IX music. I've never seen dancing like this before. It stirs the very depths of my soul. Just watching her, I can feel all my pain and anger melting away. Uh-oh. Pay no mind to those ominous clouds. It's all part of the performance, you see. Yes, Droop Falcion spares no expense in the treating our audience to a spectacle for the senses. That's your cue, Mithrie. Now sweep those nasty shadows away. Alright, let's do this. I'm level 90 already, so this is going to go by very fast. There we go. Let's talk to Rana. So when I received a sudden invitation to this performance, I didn't know what to expect. But that was simply remarkable. Ever since the show ended, my mind is clear and all my troubles just don't seem so bad anymore. And I the same. I must say that the last scene where those fearsome shadow beasts appeared was particularly dramatic and invigorating. It's the strangest feeling. Even though my lot in life hasn't changed one bit, I feel like I'll be able to face tomorrow with my head held high. So, you folks are too kind, but I thank you one and all. Never in my life have I felt so proud to be a dancer. So, nothing quite like seeing all those smiling, satisfied faces, don't you agree? Just the thought that we were able to bring a measure of happiness and hope to those proud, strong people makes all the hard hours of training worthwhile. And can you believe it? We were even able to stave off the shadows before the Totenaz even struck. I do believe that we've more than done Ashmira proud. I dare say our job here is done, so why don't we head back to Gridania and share the good tidings with everyone? I'll race you there. Alrighty. Back to Gridania. Okay, we made it back. Let's talk to Rana. Mithrie, it's Mistress Natmira. She's gone. Settle down, Rana. Nothing ill has befallen our leader. She has simply taken a leave of absence, entirely of her own volition. She said that she had a matter to attend to with an old friend, the same friend who introduced her to our patron Master Jiji Rushu, if I recall. She was reluctant to go into detail, but it would seem that this individual is also familiar with the Totenaz, and has been researching the situation in Alamigo on our behalf. Miss Nashmira means to join her there and scout out a suitable venue for our ultimate performers. She has asked that you and Rana continue training on your own until such a time as she summons us. Would have killed her to at least wait for our report, or does this mean that she actually trusts us? If Mistress Nashmira believes in our ability to handle affairs, I suppose that we owe her the same in return. Now that Alamigo has finally been freed from the Guardian yoke, surely it's only a matter of time before its people are ready to welcome us with open arms. At the same time, much like with Ishgard, it is a land whose people have no more than their fair share of suffering. We will need to be at our best to deliver them from the dance of the damned. You know what that means, Mithrie? We must train with greater discipline than ever before. Cool. Okay, so anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.